Matt, longer off than you probably would have liked since the Sutton game with the postponement of Salford at the weekend. Has that been a good or bad thing to have more time on the training pitch?
Yeah, a bit of both, I guess. We would have loved to have played the Salford game, of course we would have done, but as a consequence, we've had a little bit more time on the training ground, which has been lovely. I mean, last week we were in the dome because of the snow and the frost, so we did as much as we could in there, and we're really lucky to have those facilities at a League Two football club, and being a Cat 2 academy gives us that chance to train in the dome. But we're back on the grass Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we've really enjoyed it. We've got lots of work in, and we're looking forward to getting into these games next week.
The Boxing Day game against Gillingham is a big one. It's a fairly local derby, so you'd expect plenty of fans there, but also Gillingham struggling at the bottom of League Two. Can you kind of focus on the game, and is it easy to focus on it just as another game when perhaps outside it will be billed as a relegation battle, a 6-pointer, all those kind of cliches that you might expect? Yeah,
it's just a game. It's just one more game in our season, and I know that's a really boring answer, but it's the truth. Whoever wins this game is not guaranteed survival, and whoever loses is not guaranteed relegation. So it is another game. Of course, we approach game with maximum intensity as much as we can, and this game will be no different. We're training, we're preparing properly, irrespective of it being the festive season. We're preparing properly, and we're looking forward to the game. We respect Neil Harris and Dave Livermore and the team they've got there and the staff they've got. We respect them a lot. They've had real good careers in the game, but we're also really happy with what we're doing at the moment, and we're looking forward to the game.
But ultimately, 3 points would be nice to give you a bit of breathing space, wouldn't it?
Of course, and when I say we're happy with what we're doing, what I mean is we're happy with the work we're putting in every day. We have to be focused on that. Of course, the 3 points would be nice, and we want to be winners in life. We don't want to be nearly people, so we want to make sure that we win games soon, and we want to make sure we turn the tide in our favour. But we have to focus on our everyday activities, and we've been really pleased with the 3 days we've put on the training ground.
I know you're very keen on the culture and the community that you're creating here at the club. So what does the Christmas training schedule look like for the team? Are you getting a good balance between having them in and making sure they have that time at home as well?
Yeah, I think it's really important, especially for the guys with families, either mums and dads or kids to spend that time with. But at the same time, we're employed to play football. We're employed to represent this football club, so that has to be at the forefront of our minds as well. So we're trying to mix it. We've had three really good days. They've got day off tomorrow and Thursday, and then we're back in on Friday preparing for the game on Boxing Day. So we're in on Christmas morning. We'll be training as normal time, just to make sure the boys get time with kids, get an hour with them in the morning to open stockings and all the rest of it, and then come in and focus ready for the game on Boxing Day. So community, family, it's at the forefront of my mind, but we're also here to represent the football club, so we'll be training, preparing for the game.
And for you, it's probably very familiar to you having that Christmas time where you've been a player and the training schedule now. How much is different for you as a head coach now and how you'll be focusing on a Boxing Day game with Christmas? I imagine it's all quite the same, but maybe you're not thinking about the food as much and how much you can and can't eat.
Yeah, I could probably enjoy my Christmas lunch a little bit more this day, Christmas dinner, than I have in previous years, but if the last couple of months or anything to go by, the game will be occupying my mind from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed. I know that's one thing I need to learn to do a bit more, is switch off, but I'll be certainly trying to enjoy the day as much as I can, because my little girls, they deserve their daddy to be there for Christmas Day. They deserve to have the best Christmas Day, and I'll try and give them my focus and attention as much as I possibly can. But I know that in the back of my mind, I'll be thinking about Gillingham, I'll be thinking about our team, and I'll be thinking about how the game may or may not play out, and I'll be looking forward to that. So it's about trying to find that balance as much as possible. But family is everything to me, and it has to be for all our football club. There's no point me preaching about family and community and culture and not living it. But at the same time, we're in training Christmas morning, and we'll be preparing to our very best.
Christmas period is a busy time. Injury-wise, are you thinking you'll be able to keep a fairly settled side for those games, or will you have options to rotate considering the short window that you've got?
I think one thing I do know is that I've been in football long enough to know you can't predict what's going to happen in the games. We might come through with no injuries. We might end up with 2 or 3, or we might have to protect people. We just don't know what's going to bring around the corner. I think all we can do is focus on the first game. If you look too far in the future, you can miss what's right in front of you. So first and foremost, we'll be focusing on Gillingham. And we're in the whole week that week because we've got 3 games to recover from and prepare for. So there'll be no let up, our festive period, or we can come in the new year when we hopefully got some points on the board. So for us, it's work. We've got 3 games to prepare for, but in the forefront of our minds, the only thing we can think about at the moment is for Gillingham, and what will be after that. We'll have to meet head on after that game.